Welcome back to my channel, okay? It's Rochelle. This is my review of Married to Medicine, Season 9, Episode 3. Okay, let me start with this, okay? I want to really get to this intervention, but before I get to that, let me just hurry up and run through the rest of what happened prior to the intervention. So Dr. Simone meet up with Quad, okay? Dr. Simone and Quad meet up for lunch. Looks like they're having a good time talking about what's going on in their life currently. You know, I think their friendship is not as close as it used to be, but looks like they're making strides to move forward. Okay. Dr. Karen and Anila is telling their kids that Ms. Gomez is moving back to her family. She's moving away. She will not be back. The son of Veer, he's concerned about who's going to cook his pinto beans. And I think the daughter's name is Ariana. She's really sad. She doesn't want Miss Gomez to move, so she helps her with her bags as she leaves out. And let me tell you, Miss Gomez is handling that Denali. Okay, Miss Gomez, did you see how she got up in the truck and was driving the Denali? I said, I know that's right, Miss Gomez. Miss Gomez, I saw the smoke from her car, okay? She's ready to go home with her family. It was really sad, though. I really believe Miss Gomez was a blessing to the Saja family and was helping Anila with the children for 5 years. You know, that's a long time. And she seems like she was a really good nanny with the kids, handling the kids, and she worked perfectly with the family. But sometimes it's just time to move on, and her time has ended at their house. And I know it's hard for their family, but they had to let her go, and hopefully they'll find somebody else who's just as good as Miss Gomez. Moving right along. We're at Toya and Dr. Eugene's house, and let me just say, Dr. Eugene looks like he's tired. He looks like he's burnt out. He's working a lot. He says he used to be a director, and now he's just working. He used to be a director, and now he's just working clinically. However, you know, working clinically doesn't give him the same amount of money as being a director. So now he has to work even more shifts to make up for when he was a director. And he needs an outlet. He's really getting burnt out. And then Toya says she needs some more Toya time. I said, Toya, this is not the time for you to be talking about Toya time. I thought that was very insensitive because it looks like he is kind of worn down a little bit to me, because he's trying to, based on them moving and everything, I don't know this to be true, but it looks like he is working a lot trying to maintain their lifestyle. And it's really catching up with him. And you can tell even in his energy, because usually Dr. Gene, he's pretty upbeat. You know, he likes to laugh, have fun, have a good time. But in that scene, it did look like he was a little worn down. And he, you know, packed his bag and he went to work and everything. But he wants to do, you know, something else in the medical field. Not so much emergency medicine, but he wants to be able to have, I believe, multiple streams in the medical field and not just solely work with emergency medicine, because it's tiring after years and years and years of working I guess in the emergency room. So hopefully he'll find his way, and Toya will be there to assist him and know when and when not to say that she needs Toya time, because Toya, and I'm not taking anything away from Toya being a stay-at-home mom, because that is a tough job, but working in the hospital and then an emergency room at that is really, really, really tough, especially coming off of the pandemic and everything. So hopefully they work everything out. Okay. Dr. Simone, Cecil meet up with Omarosa. They're writing a book about their relationship. And it's going to be a book about advice. and how they navigated their 25 years of marriage, the highs and the lows. They both come from divorced families. And so they're going to show people and give advice, I believe, on how to work through their problems and how they've done it. And the way that Cecil was saying, it was 5 years, then 10 years, 15, 20, 25. So they've been through it with each other. And I believe it's going to be a good book because they have been married for so long, and they're willing to be honest and give examples. And then you also watch the show about what they've been through. So I feel like they can help other married couples with this book because they want to be open about what they've been through and, pretty much help other people. Now, that's what I wanted to really talk about. Dr. Contessa, Dr. Simone, and Toya all agree to have an intervention for Dr. Heavenly. Anila doesn't know, Quad doesn't know, and Dr. Jackie does not know that it's an intervention for Dr. And Dr. Heavenly doesn't know. Now, me personally, I do not agree with an ambush on anybody. I've been ambushed before, and it is not a good feeling. It's like you're blindsided, and the people who are ambushing you don't have the decency to come to you and let you know that they want to talk to you. I don't see why you can't let somebody know, hey, I need to speak with you about this. I would like to have a meeting with you and maybe a couple other people, so that we can talk about it. Now, it's up to that person to agree if they want to be a part of that. It's about them. But to blindside someone, you don't know what somebody's reaction is going to be. Everybody do not handle things the same way. So I agree 100% with Quad and say there's a difference between an intervention and letting somebody know, and then having an intervention and not letting the person know. That's considered an ambush. And Toya said, well, what she's doing on YouTube is an ambush. I don't know. I don't know if that's an ambush, but bringing Dr. Heavenly to Dr. Contessa's house under the guise that she is coming over there for movie night is wrong. Point blank, period. And that is my opinion. It is wrong. I do not agree with it. And then when everybody was coming, they wanted everybody to put their phone in a little container. I didn't agree with that either. If you're going to set a rule, then you should be the first person doing the Dr. Contessa phone should have been in there. Dr. Simone's phone should have been in the bucket. Toya's phone should have been in there. So when Quad, Dr. Jackie, and Anila came, they would, probably be more. They would probably put their phone in there had they seen other phones. But just to ask them about the phones and nobody else's phone was in there, I do agree with them. I don't want to put my phone in there. They could have asked them to turn their phone on silent or turn it off for a couple minutes. But to ask them to put the phone in a bucket and then they don't do the same thing, I didn't agree with that. That was not a smart idea. Okay. Now, also, Dr. Contessa, that jumpsuit, the green jumpsuit looked really nice. And Anila's outfit was really nice. I like the patent leather pants with the cropped black and white jacket. I thought that was really nice. And then also, Dr. Contessa's basement is nice as well. Okay, now that I got that out the way. Dr. Heavenly arrives and everybody's in the basement, in the movie room, movie theater. And she comes in thinking that she's about to watch a movie. And as much as Dr. Heavenly talks about everybody on YouTube and stuff, I kind of felt bad when she walked in because she's thinking it's something else and it's not. However, Now, when Dr. Contessa started to play the YouTube videos, I did not know she was going to play the YouTube videos as the movie. That was funny to me. I'm sorry. That was so funny to me. Dr. Heavenly, in those YouTube videos, read each and every one of those ladies. She talked about Toya's marriage and how basically Toya knows how to get a man, and like she's using Dr. Eugene, and how Quad is, and Anita said Quad is getting fillers. And Quad said, no, I don't get fillers. I'm the youngest one and the prettiest one in this room. I said, oh, that's right, Quad. Talked about how Curtis, Dr. Jackie should be used to Curtis with all the women that he's been with and all this other stuff. And Dr. Heavenly has said some hurtful things in those videos. And what I don't think Dr. Heavenly understands, or maybe she just does not care, that you cannot talk about your friends in that way and expect them to be your friends. You cannot do that. That is hurtful. I don't see why she doesn't understand that. And she said, well, if you don't put your business out there, it wouldn't be, it wouldn't be any business to talk about. But if they're on this show, what happened to Dr. Jackie on the show as far as Curtis, cheating and everything? She had no control over that. She didn't put it out. It just happened. That was her reality. With Dr. Simone going through a divorce with Sisu, trying to move forward with the divorce, that just happened. That's a reality. The things that has happened on the show is just a reality of it. And then for you to go back and talk about it and give your opinion, which it doesn't seem like, to me, it doesn't seem like Dr. Contessa was asking for Dr. Heavenly's advice, maybe on the personal level, on the phone, when she's talking back and forth with her. She's probably asking for her advice, and then Dr. Contessa is pouring her heart out, not for Dr. Heavenly to go to YouTube and talk about it. She said, well, it was already on the show. It was already on the show, but you should not talk about it if you are my friend. Because if somebody has some information about Dr. Heavenly or Dr. Damon, and they put it out on YouTube about Dr. Damon, Dr. Heavenly would be upset about it. Believe me, she would be. And she would not like it, not one bit. She would have a fit if any of those ladies went on the platform and talked about her husband, how she speaks about everybody else's relationship. And to me, the way Dr. Jackie was looking, Dr. Jackie is very busy. Dr. Jackie delivers babies. She has her own skincare line. She's opening offices. She's very busy. I don't think Dr. Jackie has time to look at YouTube. So when she saw what Dr. Heavenly was saying, I believe that was her first time seeing that, the way she was looking. I really believe Dr. Jackie did not know Heavenly was saying that about her. And after the video, the entire time that the videos are playing, Dr. Heavenly showed no sign of remorse. She laughed her way through all of the videos. And you can say whatever you want to say out of your mouth. However, you cannot expect people to maintain a friendship with you when you are talking about them the way that Dr. Heavenly speaks on her friends. You cannot. And the things, no matter what you think about Toya, the things that she was saying about Toya and Dr. Eugene was very hurtful. That is Toya's business and Dr. Eugene's business. He's married to her. If he has an issue with her, he'll let her know. That's their business. Dr. Jackie want to get back with Curtis, that's her business. If Dr. Contessa want to get back with Dr. Scott, that's their business. Okay? It's just mean. She talked about how Neela doesn't have a grad degree or something like that. Basically saying she's not that smart. That is not nice, Dr. Heavenly, at all. So, after the video was done, Heavenly gets upset. Dr. Contessa gets upset, and they start going back and forth and arguing with each other. And Dr. Heavenly is saying, you had 5 months to come to me, and you wait till the show comes on to start bringing all of this out. That's right. I'm on Dr. Contessa's side. Checkmate. You say whatever you want to say on YouTube. You daggone right. I'm going to wait till the show come back on and blast you on the show. Now, I still don't agree with the ambush part. But the way that Dr. Contessa showed everything on the show, I don't disagree with that. Dr. Heavenly, you can't say what you want to say on your platform on YouTube. Then they have a meeting about it, and she shows you what you're saying and how it's hurting them. And you say she should have came to you sooner and didn't wait till the cameras roll. Yes, she's going to wait till the cameras roll. She did absolutely, in my opinion, the right thing. Not the ambush part of it. Maybe she should have said that you're coming over here so we can have a talk with you about everything that you've been doing on YouTube. But for her to wait until the show aired, till you guys started taping, for her to bring it up, I agree with her. That's checkmate, in my opinion. That was done perfectly. That's how she should have done it. And now Dr. Heavenly knows how it feels to do that to somebody. I don't feel like Dr. Heavenly has an argument. She didn't seem remorseful. She doesn't see what she's doing is wrong. But then those aren't your friends. I don't think those are her friends. So I just wish that Dr. Heavenly, I know I won't say she's trying to be hurtful about it, because I don't really know. Because if those are truly, truly, truly your friends, I don't know if you could speak on their relationships the way that you do and not know that it's hurtful. Now, I could see you talking like that to them personally, and then whatever happens between you guys behind closed doors, that's different. But to bring it on a worldwide platform and expect them to be okay with it because, we talked about it previously, so I felt like it was already out, it was okay. No, ma'am. I don't agree with it. Hopefully, Dr. Heavenly can learn from it. I don't know if she will, but to me, it seems like Dr. Heavenly doesn't really value her friendships in that way, as far as when it comes to speaking about what's going on in their relationships and everything. It'll even be different if she brings them on the show and starts saying that stuff. Then that's different. Well, they can talk about it on her platform on YouTube about the relationship, and they're right there, so they can kind of like agree or disagree with what she's saying. But to do it, and they're not even there to defend themselves, I don't think that is right. So we'll see what happens in the next episode. Dr. Heavenly ended up storming out, getting mad. Dr. Contessa snatched her wig off. She's over it. She seems like she's really hurt and really upset about it. And then Dr. Heavenly is saying Dr. Simone is playing both sides of the fence because she didn't let her know that it was an ambush. Well, I don't know. To me, I think Dr. Contessa picked Dr. Simone and Toya to help out because she knows that they're not that close with Dr. Heavenly, and they wouldn't tell her. So, but if she would have let Dr. Jackie or Quad or Neela know about it, they would have told Dr. Heavenly. So, I'm not saying that it's right, but it looked like Toya was happy that she was ambushed. Of course, Dr. Contessa was happy. And Dr. Simone didn't say too much about it, because I think she knows that what Dr. Heavenly is doing is wrong. So that's my review for Married to Medicine, Season 9, Episode 3. So if you like this video, comment down below, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next review.